Probably routine for this exam will be provided tomorrow, and next day there will be result of SE. Now you have to be fully prepared for SE, and only deserving pass mark is not the matter. At least GPA 4 you have to achieve and practice accordingly. Don't do get you. No what not no sir. Basic requirement you don't have, huh? What is so Yankee? Tissue Gonde tissue you have got? Gonde tissue, see just use it. Tissue is the thing that you use and throw. Gonde fishing on inside, Gonde fishing on outside. Sata, what is Sata? Sata is there. Okay, so without wasting time, let's welcome today's presenter. He is Shrijal Star. Shrijal is the
Sir, my super guru Simresh.
Simresh, okay.
So, namaskar everyone. My name is Shrijal Karki. Weighs 24 Newton in air and 10 Newton in water. What is the upthrust applied on the solid by liquid and the weight of the displaced liquid solution here? So we first here is given weight of, so here is given the weight of the object in the air, that is W1 24 Newton, and the weight of the object in the water is W2 10 Newton. So we need to find the
Otherwise, he is going to make you happy.
So we need to find the upthrust, and the upthrust is not given, and the weight of the displaced water W2 is also not given. So we know that upthrust is the weight of the object in the air and the weight of the object in the water. So we should subtract the value given. So the value is added and we subtract the value, and the value is 14 Newton. Then again we have the upthrust. The weight of the weight of the displaced liquid is W2. Therefore, weight of the displaced water is 14 Newton. Thus, upthrust on the body is 14 Newton and the weight of the displaced fluid is 14 Newton. So this was example 1. So example 2 is the mass of the brick is 2 kg. Find the mass of water displaced by it when it is completely immersed in water. The solution. So here mass of the brick is M1. It is 2 kg, and we need to find the mass of the water displaced. So now density of the brick D1, and this is the value 2.5 G by cm cube. So some calculations are done here. So it is kept and the calculation is done, and the answer is 2500 kg per meter cube. So the density of water D is 1000 kilogram per meter cube, and the mass of displaced water M2 we need to find it for sinking bodies. So now we need to do V1 equals to V2, and here is also some calculations. M1 by D1 equals to M1 by D2. Therefore, the D is equals to M2 by D2. Sorry. So D1 equals to M1, and D1 by D1 equals to M1 by M2. So we need to divide 2500 the value by 1000. So it is 2 divided by M2. So M2 is we need to multiply it by 1000. So 1000 into multiply by 2 by 2500. So it is 0.8 kg. Therefore, the mass of the displaced water is 0.8 kg. So this was the numerical problems of this chapter. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would like to ask
So, namaskar everyone. So, Shrijal has made this slide at the pressure chapter about some numericals. So, let's discuss that. So, here is one example number 1. A solid weighs 24 in air and 10 in water. What is the upthrust applied on the solid by liquid and the weight of displaced liquid? So yeah, solution, weight of the object in air is 24 Newton and weight of the object in water is 10 Newton. So we need to find upthrust. The weight of the displaced water is what? So we know that upthrust is equals to weight 1 minus weight 2, 24 minus 10 is 14 Newton. So we have weight of the displaced liquid, weight 2 equals to 14 Newton. Thus, upthrust on the body is 14 Newton and the weight of the displaced fluid is 14 Newton. So here is example number 2. What? The mass of the brick is 2 kg. Find the mass of water displaced by it when it is completely immersed in water. So its density of the brick is 2.5 meter cube. So here is mass of the brick. Hey, someone. Yes, someone. Mass of the brick is 2 kg. Density of the brick is 2.5 into cm cube and 2.5 into 10 to the power 3 kg is 10 to the power 6 into meter cube. There is given 2500 kg meter cube. So density of the water is 1000 meter cube and mass of the displaced water is into water. So it's V1 into V2, M1 by D1 and equals to M1 by D2 and therefore MD equals to M into V. So here is D1 by D1 and M1 by M2. 25 divided by 1000 equals 2 by 1000 into 2 into 2500. 0.8 kg. Therefore, the mass of displaced water is 0.8 kg. Thank you. So here is given the mass of brick is 2 kg. Find the mass of water displaced by it when it is completely immersed in water. So here is mass of brick is 2 kg and density of the brick is 2.5 meters cube and 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg equals to 10 to the power 6 meter cube equals to 2500 kg meter cube. So here is given density of water is 1000 kg meter cube. Mass of displaced water is what? So here is given some formulas. V1 equals to V2, M1 by D1 equals to M1 by D2, therefore D equals to M into V. D1 by D2 equals to M1 by M2. 2500 divided by 1000 equals to 2 divided by M2. There is 1000 into 2 divided by 2500. Answer is 0.8 kg. Therefore, the mass of the displaced water is 0.8 kg. Thank you.
Okay. Time also wasted, right? Thank you very much, these presentators. One thing we have to keep in mind. Basically, we have learned here two things. Archimedes principle. What does Archimedes principle say? Weight of the body in air. What is here? Weight of the body in air minus weight of the body in liquid equals to, what is there? Of thrust or weight of displaced liquid, right? Weight of body in air minus weight of body in liquid equals to upthrust or weight of liquid displaced. This is Archimedes principle. Gone, right? Next one, floating body. So one thing we have to remember. For floating body and sinking body, floating body. What is next one? Sinking body. If a body is floating, mass of body equals to mass of liquid displaced. Remember, mass of body equals to mass of displaced liquid. Or we can write V1 times D1 equals to V2 times D2. This formula is applicable for floating body. But if a body is sinking, going down, at that time, volume of the body equals to volume of liquid displaced. So here, M1 by D1 equals to M2 by D2. This formula you have to set in mind. Understood? Then only you can solve the questions easily, right? Next thing we have done, liquid pressure. Liquid pressure P equals to, what is the formula? H dg. Of thrust U equals to VdG. Liquid pressure P equals to HdG. Of thrust U equals to VdG. What is V? Volume immersed. How much volume it has gone inside. What is D? Density of liquid. What is G? Acceleration due to gravity. Okay, these things, that's it, you keep in mind. Okay, so that was the presentation from Shrijal Karki and Super Guru Simresh Maharjan. Children, now let's open the book. So after opening the book, we can find out what it was done, what you were not completed. So these are the things. So these numericals are there. Now let's check here some MCQ. How many MCQ are there? 10. Right? Just read first question. What is given here? Everybody read the question. Given by the statement, any pressure applied on an enclosed liquid is transmitted equally to all parts. So Pascal's law, Archimedes principle, principle of flotation, or Boyle's law. Which one is correct? Pascal's law? Yeah, Pascal's law is correct. So when pressure is applied in any enclosed, means it is completely packed vessel with liquid, it is transmitted equally. Number B, what does question number B say? Which law is given by the statement, any pressure applied on an enclosed liquid is transmitted equally to all parts? What is this? In the book also same question? Odi Baba, this is same. Right? Question number C, what does the question say? Which formula shows the ratio of the cross-sectional area of two pistons and the forces applied on them in the correct form? Ratio of the cross-sectional area of two pistons and the forces applied on them. Which one is correct? So this is the formula of hydraulic equation. You have already written F1 by A1 equals to F2 by A2. That means F1 by A1 equals to F2 by A2. It's okay. Which one is correct? Yes, this is correct. This is A, means let's say A2. Here is F2. This is A1. This is F1. So F2 by F1, A2 by A1, or we can write F2 by A2 equals to F1 by A1, right? This is okay. Now let's go to next question. What is next question here? We can check here. Number C. Number C done. Number D. Read the question. Which the following formula can give the part of a solid immersed in a liquid? Parts of, sorry? V2 by V1. That's right. This formula is correct. Hey. Right. Yeah. Number E. Please read the question. Is true about the solid floating on water. Density of solid is equal to the density of liquid. Density of solid is greater than the density of the liquid. Weight of the solid is less than the of thrust applied on the liquid body. weight of the solid is equal to the off thrust applied on the body.
Last one.
Which one is correct?
Last that off thrust applied on body.
Solid floating on water means weight of the solid is lesser than the off thrust. Okay? Alright? Number F, will you read? Which statement is true about the law of flotation? Number first, off thrust applied on the body is less than the weight of the displaced liquid. Off thrust applied on the body is equal to the weight of the displaced liquid. Off thrust applied on the body is lesser than the density of the liquid. Off thrust applied on the body is equal to the density of the liquid. So off thrust applied on the body is off thrust is equal to weight of displaced liquid. So that is principle of an Archimedes principle, isn't it? Is that Archimedes principle? In Archimedes principle, it says off thrust is equal to weight of displaced liquid. Then is it not right? Choose others. And this statement is not true. This one, right?
Yes.
So what it should be there? Off thrust applied on the body is equal to
weight of the displaced body.
no equal to the weight of the body. What it should be?
Weight of the body.
Weight of the body. Hey, understood or not? What is the weight? That much it must displace, right? Not displace liquid. Number G. Which relation is true for a hot air balloon floating in air? Which relation is true for a hot air balloon floating in air? Off thrust is greater than weight of floating body. Off thrust is less than weight of floating body. Off thrust is less than weight of displaced liquid. Off thrust is equal to density of floating body. Which one is correct? Off thrust is greater than weight of body. Number G. Okay. Number H. Will you read the question? Sarita made a model for presenting Pascal's law, but when she pushed one of the pistons inward, the rest pistons did not move outward. What mistake might she have made in the installation of the apparatus? The syringes are of different size. The vessel is not of appropriate size. The apparatus is not fitted completely with liquid. The apparatus is not completely airtight. Which one is correct? Third one, the apparatus is not completely filled with water, liquid. Liquid must be kept there, eh? Okay. Number E. What does the question say? On which principle does the instrument shown in the diagram base? With the diagram. Is the diagram here covered? So this one no need to do. Diagram is somewhere else and we are doing this one, no need. Number J. Which is true about the given diagram? They are just, this is typing mistake. What do you call it? Typing mistake. Next one, what is the question here? Differentiate between law of flotation and Archimedes principle. Here, children, how to write the difference between? Write a statement. What does law of flotation state? A floating body displaces liquid equal to its weight. First point. Archimedes principle. When a body is wholly or partially immersed in a liquid, it experiences an upthrust which is equal to weight of displaced liquid. Upward and downward thrust. Upward thrust is exerted upward direction. Downward thrust is exerted downward direction. Upward thrust is more. Downward thrust is less. Thrust and upthrust. What is thrust? Perpendicular force acting on a body is called thrust, and upthrust is the force experienced by a body when it is immersed in fluid, right? And upthrust can be experienced in fluids Thrust can be experienced in solid mainly. Where? Solid mainly. Upward and thrust and upthrust. What is this one? If that is same. No. Actually, upward thrust is the thrust acting upward by the liquid. But upthrust is the difference between upward thrust and downward thrust. It is more, it is less. These four things you have to do. That is your work today. Okay. What is your work? This MCQ and differences between. Now, there is next presenter today to present questions, right? So, who is going to present first? Viveki KC. Viveki, Group A. Who are the members of Group A? Group A, come here. Nirajan. Okay, Nirajan, where is your. Who? Not sent till now. Why? Said. What time say?
Tomorrow morning, I say to you.
Yeah.
I say, okay, and I'm saying,
So don't forget to send. Group B. What are the members of Group B? Hey, Group B. Where is there? Come. Viveki KC Group B questions are here. Good. Group B question. Animation? No animation? Okay. Then okay. Do you want to come or not? Or let me discuss, right? So this is sent by Viveki. Multiple choice questions. Oh, with answer. Which of the following steps requires 5 sense organs to detect in scientific learning? What are the options? Making an observation, forming a hypothesis, asking a question, and drawing a conclusion. Which one is correct? Making an observation. Right? Okay, good. Question number 2. What term is used to describe the variable that is dependent on the changes in other variables? Responding, independent, control, manipulated. Responding variable, right? That's right. Question number 3. What is the question? Which phylum of the following has multicellular, sessile, and pore-bearer animals? Pore-bearer, obviously porifera. So, Annelida, Coelenterata, mollusca, we should not say. Remember, remember. Practice. Question number D. What does the question ask? What are locomotive organs of earthworms? SETA, spelling became a bit garbage, right? Seta, pseudopodia, tentacles, jointed legs. Seta, right? Seta. How many simple eyes does the bee have? 3, 2, 4, 6. What is the correct? 3. 3 is correct. So what she has chosen, that is right. Which stage of cell division is the longest phase? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Prophase, that's right. Who founded the law of genetics? Mendel, Darwin, Dalton, De Vries. Mendel. And Darwin? Natural selection. De Vries? Mutation, right? And Dalton? Atomic theory. Okay, he was the first person to tell about atom. Okay. Number 8. Which of the following shows hybrid traits? Capital T, small t. If 2 different letters are present, then what is it called? Hybrid, right? Number I. What question number I asks? Which chamber of the heart is the largest? Right ventricle, right? For what purpose can bozo be used? Stomach disorder, right? Okay, give her a big round of applause. Okay, now who are the members of Group B? Viveki, Purnima, Lamsal, and next Acharya. Acharya has already done. Lamsal. Okay, Purnima, you come. Purnima's turn to do short questions. And produce out louder sound. Sometimes sound doesn't produce, and only small can be heard.
what are the control variables? The control variable is any variable that sets
Sorry?
controls in the
Sound
result.
keep your mic, keep the mic up. More up. Yeah. More. Yes. Produce louder sound.
What is control variable? Control variable is any variable that is constant in a series structure. What is evaporation? The process by which different kinds of living organs are believed to have developed from the earth from during the history of the earth is called evaporation. Evolution. Define activities. The process of being farming is called apropos. What types of egg becoming drones? On fertilizer, eggs is becoming strong.
Look at this side and just say, looking at the video in that smart board. Next area.
In how many soft fleas is proposed in division? One division. Um, Fluorescence is division in divided in for us five soft places. Who is the um, Gra- Gregor John Mendel is the scientific who is recovered as the father organized organized as the recognized as the father and founder of genetics. What are the heart attacks? Heart attacks is the security in emergency in which the supply of blood through the heart and the supported black usually by the blood pool. What is the importance of blood circulation? In ensuring that blood and oxygen constantly flow throughout the body, allow every organ to the function proportionally and define through any insighted animal. Uh, Included animals are those organs whose number have reduced. Organisms whose number have the reuse, reuse, disturbance, and no, spice, and if not constant will become expressed. Thank you.
To read the sentence also it becomes difficult for you. Okay. How many questions are here? Out of the 9 questions. What to do? You have to look at the question, read and tell the answer. Like what is here? What are control variables? There are 3 variables. What are they? Dependent, independent, and control. So, control variables are those variables which remain constant throughout the experiment or test. What is evolution? Evolution is the gradual change of organisms from simpler to complex with time. Simpler to complex with time. We have discussed the different type of theories given in evolution. Lamarck's theory, Darwin's theory, mutation theory. Those things you must remember. Whatever Luniva. Your last is like it, right? Question number 3. Apiculture, very simple. Yeah, farming of bees. What type of eggs become drones? Unfertilized. And fertilized eggs, they may become queen or drones, but it depends upon the food provided to it, right? To larva. In how many subphases is prophase divided? Prophase 1. 5. They are leptotin, zygotin. Oh, what a name is there? What is that? Leptotin. What is the first phase? leptotin. Second one is zygotin. Next one, pachitin, diplotin, and diakinesis. How many are there together? 5. What are they? Leptotin, zygotin, pachitin, diplotin, diakinesis. So, prophase 1, it belongs to meiosis 1. Meiosis cell division takes place in reproductive cells, either in sperm mother cell or egg mother cell. Which Gregor John Mendel, not Groger. Yeah, father of genetics. He is the founder of genetics, especially father of genetics, and he was the first person to give the laws about genetics. 3 laws were given, right? What are the 3 laws? Law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assertment. What are they? Law of, wait a minute, law of, what is that? Dominance. Second one, law of segregation. Third one, law of independent assertment. ASSORTMENT. These things you have to remember. Dominance, segregation, law of independent assertment. Or this law of segregation is also called law of purity of gametes. What is it called? Law of purity of gametes. What is heart attack?
Heart attack is a serious medical emergency.
Yeah, heart attack is the condition at which the blood vessel which supplied blood to heart muscle is blocked. Heart muscle also they need blood for proper functioning, especially coronary artery. If the coronary artery is blocked, then blood is not supplied. Heart attack, person goes in attack. If not treated on time, Ram Nam, Kam Kuro, Hatte. What is number 8? Importance of blood circulation. What does blood circulation do? It transports, yeah, various substances throughout the body. Yes or no? And what do you mean endangered animals? Whose number have greatly reduced and they become extinct if not taken proper care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is it over or not? Everybody take out your copy. Now this is your classwork. Okay, now I will give you 1 minute for one slide. That's why I write quite fast. Fatafat. Otherwise, just watching television, going home, and what do you say? Sir just showed some slides, we watch and come. What is showed, I don't know. Forgot, sir. For father and mother also they will start saying, sir. We become confused, sir. So when is going, did you start? He is giving Muskan only. Now we have to change his name, Muskan Guru. Muskan Pasa? Asa. Okay, please start now.